Hey, it's me, Brian. I'm repairing the window motor on my 2003 Toyota Highlander. And as you can see, I got the door panel all off, which was a big pain in the ass. But hopefully that's the hardest part about this. The motor can only go in one way. When I was taking it out, I was hoping the window would stay up, but that doesn't happen. The window fell down, and fortunately I didn't get a broken window or broken skin, but it scratched up my window tint, so I'm gonna have to get my window retinted, which sucks. But I'm gonna pick it up here and hopefully this will go in all right. So I think what I gotta do is put in the motor, which I got off of Amazon Prime, delivered today, which was cool. It's looking pretty good. It has the same plug type, which this is the one that powers the window motor. What was happening with mine was it was just going down slow and up slow, and would stop, and you'd have to let it rest basically before it would go back up. And so I ruled out whether it was any kind of loose connection. It was getting plenty of voltage, and determined that it had to be the window motor. And there's a regulator part that sounds like an electrical thing, a regulator, but the regulator I think is really just the rails that the motor, the window, moves on when it goes up and down. And my regulator is fine. It's more of an issue with the motor. So I think this just goes in here like this, and like I said, it can only go in one way. And the hardest part will probably be getting the window back on the rails. So I'm going to bolt this part up here. It goes in there like that. These bolts are already in a good looking position. Yeah, I got this rag. I got the bolts right here. And just gonna put it in kind of loose at first. This whole seal thing, I just carefully peeled it off, and as you can see, folded it back out of the way so that I could get to the bolts. And the idea is that I want to just nicely put it all back so it's sealed up once I'm done with the window. And I put that back, I don't know, just to make sure it wasn't lost, misplaced. That is going to have to come off as I put the window back. And then this piece, you can tell which way is up because it's I was able to tell. It's this side. The dirty side would make the most sense. So this one seems like it could go either way. So much for only going in one way, but this is how that's going in. Like so. So Now for the window, which is probably the hardest part of this. These two bolts have to go into the bottom of the window, into this here. So it looks like the window is just going to slide right down there and not put the bolts in. Hard to be much simpler than that. So I tested it and it works fine, so I just got to button it all up. One screw in the middle, which is a little tricky. That's all I put in. Here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pins, 2 screws, one other. Last rib. So that goes down here to the light. So, let's go on like this. There goes. Leave it here. One in. It's a little tricky. Super now. Leave it. Door panel. One screw in the middle, which was a little tricky. The rest are all these push pins. Here, 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 here. So in total, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 push pins, 2 screws, and one other plastic rivet. This little connector goes down here for this little light. Like so. And this goes on here like this. This kind of goes, lays up here. Piece was this longer one goes in the middle. Almost messed that up. Don't drop it in the door. Shorter one goes up here. Plastic rivet. This thing clipped in the bottom, so you want to pry out the top and then lift it out of the bottom. That's it.